manufacturing date?
November
November
1943.
1943.
Yeah.
Made in USA, not made in China, huh? Okay.
This is what we call the death from above.
Oh, it will explode 5 meters, you vaporize.
Are very sacred to the Japanese because it all came from their temple bells. For the war effort, they were hauling down all their temple bells and melted them and made into the detonators of their bombs. Because we know that Japan does not have any mining industry, they only have the fishing industry. Well, they are relying only in China and the United States for their raw materials. And that's the raw materials that can be found available in Japan, the temple bells. So these are all very sacred to the Japanese. That is
Manufactured in
made in Osaka. That's the trademark, the cross artillery. 7 is July, and that's the year of the Emperor, 1943.
the bombs, huh?
The detonators. I have 65 pieces of this, including the rounds.
Mark, they melted all their bells just to go to war. To make armaments for war.
They had no raw materials. But they were doing this even before Pearl Harbor. Kay katong wa pa sila mo attack sa Pearl Harbor, nag-embargo naman ang US government, di naman sila tagaan og mga raw materials. Hasta they were relying on oil from the United States.
That was tried
Current. Og asa paingon. Ang current.
before the landing of
Nga
MacArthur.
musulod diri sa diri sa San Bernardino Strait o diri sa Leyte Gulf.
Wala pa'y bayawan.
Mura man ni ang break point sa whole Philippine archipelago. Dinhi raman Leyte ug sa
Tulong
San
Beira.
Bernardino
Wala
Strait.
bayawan.
Mura munang ani nang wapo kayong dam-an o power plant. Kaya tide. And strike, let no heart be faint. Let every arm be steeled. The guidance of divine God points its way to the holy grail of righteous victory. And the Filipinos rallied behind General Douglas MacArthur and killed more than 500,000 Japanese soldiers.
Set of
These were still babies when their fathers went to war, and they volunteered to dig into the hills to find their missing fathers. And on the first day of the mission, when they recover a remain, they do not show whose body they found, because if it is his father, he might stop working with the team and go home. And those in light blue are the Japanese veterans before we cremated the remains. And this is the actual cremation. We put flat galvanized iron sheets underneath before we burn them, because after the cremation, the ashes will not mix with the soil. Manang na flat galvanized iron sheets.
you burn already only the bones.
Only the
no more
bones.
flesh. Yes.
Only the bones on some of their things.
Mr. Felix Cata-al, the owner curator of Cata-al World War II Museum. Okay.
And this is what I am going to say is a very fitting tribute to my museum. It starts with this. Everything you see here has a story. It is my experience and my memory of how time flies. And quickly, without intention, it will all become sentimental and attached. With care, my heritage and legacy will remain for 1,000 years or maybe more for generations to behold. The joy of these treasures lie in the promise of a bright and long future, of giving the present an inkling of yesterday, of being mesmerized by the beauty elegance and grace of a once opulent era. Beauty, elegance, and grace that transcends the ages. It is a rare find and it is timeless. The Second World War killed 200 million people and 67% of them were civilians. So war destroys, war kills, and war separates. That's the reality of war. Thank you.